Hey guys, Klutch here. Welcome back to Clover Creek. We're just down here setting up everything down at the new dealership area. But I wanted to test the new Krone out, the pellet maker, quickly with a few things. I dropped off the bale rack that goes on the side of this thing, so we don't have to worry about that. Now I also had to put the Deutz in here as well because it's the only tractor I have that can power this thing for this particular application. Now you can use a smaller tractor, of course. We were using that other John Deere as the bale buster, but when we're using the pickup as well, we do need to have something that's got a considerable amount of horsepower. And the only thing that comes close right now, guys, is this thing. This tractor is, yeah, it's got some guts. All right, there we go. So we're picking up some. I'm gonna go down below. There's a couple. You can see. Look at all the bales we've got out here to pick up today. We got to pick up all these bales. The rain came. Didn't really do any. It didn't last long enough to really damage anything for us, at least. So all our hay stayed where it was. It's all good. We're fine there. Look at that, hay pellets coming in. Now we got stuck. It got jammed up at about 5% last time. So I'm gonna see what happens if we can make sure we can get above that, just to make sure that our fix after we repaired our issue there. I just want to make sure that we're all good to go now. But I just don't have enough of it. You know what? I did a pretty good job of windrowing and grabbing all the hay here. Unfortunately, usually I miss a lot more than this, and this time I actually did a pretty good job. Looking pretty good so far. We're at 4%. There's a big swath right here. It looks like I missed. We'll grab all this. 5%. That looks good. So far, so good. So far, so good. Yes. All right. Looks like we're 8%. Oh, watch out for that bale. Nice. Yeah, so that our fix did fix that. We're good. Just don't use seasons. Just don't use seasons. Not right now. There's a patch. Anyways, so we're fixed up. We could use this now. We can return that baler. I suppose we don't need to worry about that for the time being. If we need to save some cash, that baler can go back now, and we can just use this as a pickup. Now, I think it's debatable on whether or not the speed is any different from baling, picking up the bales, coming and dropping them off, versus just driving over it. You know what? It's probably faster to just pick it up like this. Once you windrow it, it might be quicker in the long run. But anyways, we're gonna pick up the bales today. We're gonna shred them, and then we're gonna sell. We're gonna see what kind of money we can make from our pellets that are off of this. Hopefully it's something decent. Let's go pull this back on up, get set up, and we'll pick up these bales. We got a lot of bales here. Let's get to work, guys. Bitter batter. Well, the machine is hooked up and ready to go. I'm going to leave the Deutz hooked up to it. We could have grabbed, the 7230 instead right there and used it. It is a little bit easier because we don't have the duals on that. You can see we've got the duals sitting here and they kind of kick out quite a ways. And it can, you know what? It could be a bit of grief for me. We'll see. You can see how I've angled the tractor kind of off to the side here as much as I possibly can. We can't angle it any more than that. This is as far as she goes, just to give us enough access so we can get our bale onto this belt. That is, like you can see that sticks out. Having those duals there is a bit of a pain. Maybe better off going with just singles, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see if it'll be all right. We got to bring all the bales up here. I do have a trailer. Well, we've got all the stuff in the shed as well over there ready to go. I've got a bucket sitting in the shed already for the telehandler so we can scoop stuff up, throw it into our bin. We'll load this bin up again today, but I just got the little 5 series, or the 6020, 6320, right? 6230. Dyslexic. Wow. I'll get it one of these days. Anyways, let's start picking some bales up, loading them up over here. I picked a pretty good spot. Like, this is the nice part about this dealership area. There's just so much room. There's so much room for activities. We got so much room down here to stack stuff, move stuff around. I don't have to worry about getting pinned between anything because there's just so much space for absolutely everything down here. Let's make a run. I'm gonna jump up in the telehandler here. Go, go, go. Nice. We still got the Brussels Lads front bale picker upper there. This is actually, you know what? I'm really impressed with this. It is such a good device. I never thought I would like using this piece of equipment when we kind of got recommended it to us. And then you start picking up bales with it a couple of times and you just realize how good it is, how easy it is to maneuver stuff around, how easy it is to stack bales. I mean, I could get an auto load trailer of some sort and use that, but this has turned out to be such a good piece of equipment, especially with, I'm almost tempted to buy a better telehandler just to use with this, just so I get the benefit of the doubt with that. But I mean, this Manitou does what I needed to do. I'm tempted almost to upgrade just so I don't have, like, the way the front end, I talked about this last time, but the way the front end articulates here, it makes it a little bit more difficult to maneuver exactly where you want to go. Whoa. And she tends to turn a little bit too sharp, where if we would have had maybe the Massey, it would have been a little bit better and might not have had quite as many issues. I mean, there's not any issues really with this anyways, but I'm just saying it would have been a little bit easier, I think. All right, where do we want to stack this? So I want to have access to the bales so I can stack them. Let's see here. Let's see. I want to stack them from this side here. So we'll stick them, you know what? I'm going to stick them right in front, and then I can just back up, grab one, and then back up and then go alongside of it. That's the plan. Yeah. There we go. That's a good plan. Let's try that. We have the space for it, so we can stack them right here. And then I can attack from pretty much either side if I need to, as long as I don't have the trailer there, right? And then from there, I can just grab it with the tractor, stick it up on top of that bed, and it should allow us to get to work. All right, let's go grab another couple of these, and then we'll get that started. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Massey would have been better for maneuverability at least. I wouldn't have as many problems trying to aim. Let's see. But I'm getting used to it. It's not bad. I just find when you crank over the wheel and the way your arm articulates around the same way your wheels do, I personally prefer if it didn't do that. I don't like how that works. I think it's better off the other way, but I think this is something you can kind of get used to with some time. Lots of room in there. Lots of room here. Right between the middle. Shoot the middle. And back on up we go. All right. Stack them right on top. There we go. Looks pretty close. A little bit more. That'll work. And then back away. I love how quickly it is to stack these bales. There's no messing around. You just drop it in place and everything works. Everything just works for it. It's so good. Now we have another option. We can go to one that does it. I put more bales in this as well. But I just like the use of this one. Now obviously we could have done this with a tractor or a front loader. Once again, the Telehandler I still think is the way to go for this, guys. It's so much quicker. It does the job that it needs to. You don't, I mean, if you need to lift more, the wheel loader of course is going to give you that extra weight, but this does just enough for you. It does all the bales you could ever ask for. And I mean, if you need extra weight, I don't know. I don't think for bales it's going to really be necessary, but we already have a wheel loader maybe, but that's something we don't have. I don't really think I'm going to be buying a wheel loader anytime soon. We may just keep this, whoa, watch out for the crops. Oh, darn it. We'll just keep this telehandler for now. Oh, best driver in farm sim. But the back end gets a little light. At times you saw that. I hit the bump there and the back end just kind of came off the ground. And with this one here, as soon as you lose the back end of it, she starts to go a little bit wonky and you just start spinning. Yeah, that was close. That could have been a lot worse actually. Oh, I'm missing a whole bunch here. Let me see if I can get this straightened up. Lined on up again. And drop her down. Oh. Close, back. You know what? That's probably close enough, right about there. And there we go. Let's stack one more, get 4 high, and then we'll come out here and we'll get that started. I've got the small tractor right there, the 6320 sitting right here. That's the only thing I have that has that pitchfork on it. So add bale fork, we'll do some stabby stabs and grab some bales, throw them in there. All right, got 4 stacks of bales. Let's fire up the Deutz. All right, fire up that pellet machine. And guys, we are good to go. All we got left to do is start throwing some bales in there. Let's grab the 5 series, or the 5. I always want to say this is the 5 series. It's still a 6 series. It's just a 6320. It's a little bit smaller. Or 6220. See, I always say it's a 6320 as well. I'm going to get this tractor wrong for the rest of this playthrough. That's just the way it's going to be. All right, let's go put this, might as well put the bin over in that neck of the woods anyways. We'll get it set up. There's no point in me leaving it over there. We'll just back it on in. No. You know what? We're going to have some pellets come out of this thing right away because we picked up those pellets, didn't we? The only problem with doing this right now, let's leave that there. Oh, leave that there. Is the fact that I'd like to have access to this side as well to throw bales on rather than just the far side. Yeah, I'd like to have access to both sides. It would be beneficial if I could do that, but anyways, there's not much I can do about that right now. Let's go and lift this up. Stabby stab. All right, there we go. Now, I have been finding if I grab the bales right up near the top at least, or higher up rather than lower down, it tends to load nicer onto the belt. Now, on the conveyor, I guess it's not really a belt, is it? It's never a guarantee though. It seems like sometimes it works and sometimes it wants to toss the bales for me. Right there. Excellent. Good. All right. That's exactly how you should do it. So like I said, I've been finding if I grab it a little higher up, it tends to work a bit better. If I go too low, I tend to go and grab, I don't know if the spike almost grabs onto the belt almost, or the conveyor, and that causes my problem. And sometimes the bales literally just kind of fly right off of it. There we go. Nice. See if we can get this lined up as close as we can. Just gotta kind of time it with the other bale. Quicker you can get it, or closer you can get it to the first bale, the better off you are usually. Nice. Looking good, looking good. I think that's okay. Now, did I push that one too far? That's gonna be the question. We gotta sit there and wait for those bales to go through. They take their sweet time. It's definitely not a quick process, but realistically, you can't load bales that quickly onto this. I wonder if there'd be a better system, like almost like a conveyor or something you could just kind of throw there that would go load them up onto it. The problem is trying to get all the bales lined up in the right direction. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, go there. Stay on. And good, good, good. Cool. All right, we're making okay time. I think that bale, is it going to hit? I hope that bale works. We may have to do some finagling here. Let me take a quick look. I don't see it. Is it going in? There we go. Yep. Okay. So it seemed like it got jammed for 1 second there, then it went through. But I think if we would have pushed it in any further than we had, that original bale, that second bale we put on, that would have been causing us some grief, guys. You've got to be somewhat precise where you place the bales on that belt. It doesn't have. There's not much room for error, I find. If you mess it up, yeah, you're gonna be waiting. You have to get it there and kind of finagle it in, force it into place. All right, we're gonna wait for this one once again. We kind of almost lift it up at the top, get it lined right on up, and then as the bale goes by, to drop it right down behind it. Just a little bit of a wait. Look at that. Look how slow they go. That's all right. We're making pellets. You can see the pellets loading up in the trailer right now. And down we go. Nope, not yet. There we go. What are we doing? Oh, that's too far. Back up a touch. Too close. That looks about right. No! And catch, catch, catch. Just like I planned it. Try to do that one again. Yeah, you see what I mean now. Yeah, now you see what I mean. Never again. And we're about half done there already. I'm gonna go grab a couple more bales while it's still working away. That's one thing. It'd be, you know what? It's almost not worth it to grab more bales, but at the same time, I'm gonna run out, of course. So the timing is tough. It is tough. I need to almost be there, but not quite. If that makes any sense. It's if the bales are fairly close by here, so it's not the end of the world. But if they were further away, of course, it'd be more grief. It's almost worthwhile having two people do this. If we had somebody else to go in here and grab those and throw them in there for us, that'd be even better. But anyways, I digress. You got to do what you got to do, right? That is what it is. We're just gonna leave that run for a bit. It'll make us some pellets while we're running back and forth. You can see we've still got quite a bit of stacks there. I'm gonna put this down right in front for now, without hitting it. Hopefully, I'll go grab another stack, and then hopefully by then it should be all done. Nice. Should be all done by the time we get back, and then we can throw a couple more bales in there and just kind of go through that pile. But like I said, the timing is not quite enough to get there and back for a couple loads. I mean, one maybe could stack all three of those bales on and then kind of come back out. But like, if we need to get down, if there's some bales further down over that way, you get over top this hill crest right here. We got a bunch more down below. I'll go for this one right here. Saw the one first. Oh, right there it is. Rabble, come on, spin, 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 spin. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Doesn't help when you're oversteering and overcorrecting, that's for sure. All right, right there. Try to get it level so it grabs on the whole way through, and then you're good to go. Look at that. I didn't actually pull all the way in. There's a spot I could have gone a little further on that. Oh well, that's fine. Back on through we go. And we'll jump back in, load some more bales in. Back into working the bales. Things are looking decent. We got back up here just in time. Actually, it was just finishing off. We lost a little bit of time as far as the pellet making goes. I don't know if there's a more efficient way of doing it yet, to be honest. It seems like this is what it is. This might be what it is. Now, maybe if we can find like a standalone pellet maker instead of using the trailed one, that might be more beneficial. I don't know. That would be an option. We'll see if we can ever find one of those. But as far as this goes, it's a lot of this. It's a lot of this. Yeah, grab a bale, sit and wait for a couple seconds while it loads, and then you've got to sit and wait a couple more seconds while it does its thing, and then you can finally yeah, somehow magically manage to get it to load where you want it to be, and then you got to give it a little shove because it didn't load where you wanted to put it. Come on, a little bit further. Is that right? Get a touch more. There we go. That should do. That should do, donkey. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. It does work. It's just a little bit of work, that's all. A lot of stabbing and a lot of finagling to get it right in the right place. Sweet. Cool. So I'll see if I can get a couple more of these. You know what? I'm going to do all of these, and then once we have them all done, I'll run down just so they're out of the way. Otherwise, it's kind of getting in the way. But we've got a lot more still to do here. A lot of bales, guys. We'll see how far we get with this. It should be... oh, catch! Catch! No catch. That's a bad spot for that. That's a really bad spot. I'll have to grab that one in a second. I'm going to keep on going here. We'll see how much we get until we fill up that trailer. That's the curious part for me. We'll see. Oh, stay there. Stay there. You stay. I don't want you yet. You stay right there. I'm curious to see how many bales it's going to take for us to fill that whole trailer up. And then, of course, we do have the bin that's on the pellet maker itself. That is a little less than the trailer as well. So I'm not worried about running out of space. And then we just have to take that and dump it over into the that warehouse over there. That's where we're storing all the pellets for the time being until we sell them later on today. Come on, get it nice and straight. Let's try not to throw this one. How about that? That would be great if we could do that. Like something like that there. Close enough. Hopefully that goes in. It's a little bit angled. You saw how I had it placed there. Guys, I'm a little bit concerned with that. That's what I find I do with it a lot, and then don't quite like to square themselves up. You have to try to get it as close as you can to the right spot and then angle it in. All right. 3 more bales plus, well, one that's kind of still over there. I'll grab that in a sec, and then we'll be back in the field again, grab some more bales. Almost done finally. We've got a lot of bales. This is surprising. I mean, I knew we had a lot. I need to make a trail through here, don't I? A bit of a mess. I know we had a lot of bales, but we've got a lot of bales considering. Well, I stopped for a bit. I haven't thrown anything into the pellet maker for a bit here. Oh, stop. But there's still, I mean, look at how many bales we got stacked here ready to go. Like, this is quite a bit. I love stacking them with this. Oh man, it's so good. It's so satisfying. I mean, look at that. That's I mean, I'm not really trying, of course. I mean, look at, it's not perfect by any means. I get it, but for what we're using it for, like just to throw them there and get them ready to go. I'm literally like 5 seconds done. It's so good. It's perfect. Yeah, loving it. Now, last little route into the field here. I was trying to figure out maybe a better way of doing this, maybe a way of speeding this up next time we decide to do this field. I don't know if this field really makes, if it was farther away from, I don't know, a main parking lot area. I thought maybe even getting a flat deck trailer to load all these bales up. I mean, we've got a semi, we could load that. That might be an option for us. Load the trailer up with the bales first and then do it. That might be okay, because I mean, I'm losing a lot of time traveling back and forth, of course, right now. It's not, it is a lot, but it's not a lot, I guess. It is what it is. Whoa, it's a bit rough in there. Come on, get back down on your wheels. There we go. I'm sure to go back and forth between a trailer might be the same distance potentially if your bales are at the far side of a field. So I don't know yet, guys. I don't know if that'd be worthwhile or not. I mean, if you had to, whoa. I forgot to lower this back in. There, let's get our center of gravity back closer to the to the tractor. If you had to go from a large field, you could just load all the bales up, I suppose, and then not have the equipment with you down at the field. It's just that it's so convenient. You can bring it with you wherever you want to go. So what does it really matter? Let me turn this thing back on, actually, speaking of which. Fire that up. There we go. It turns itself off all the time as well, which is kind of annoying. We got too far away, I think, from it. There we go. All right, let's grab this. See if we can get these bales loaded up. Looks like we're full, actually, too, guys, on both bins, so we need to empty that out right away. Let's see if I can get these bales loaded up on there, and then we'll go empty that bin into our warehouse. Darn it, I was hoping we could keep it running while we were out dropping the bin off, but looks like that is full. You stopped running just a second ago here. Let's see if I can just drop this right here. Excellent. All right, we'll leave that there. Let's go grab the bin. Oh, can this tractor handle that large full bin? I sure hope it can. Yeah, look at all the pellets in the back. Oh, that looks good, actually. It's all stacked up there. That's going to be nice. Let's go dump this out. And away we go. Oh, she could barely handle it. Yeah, the trailer's not that big, but I mean, still, 15 tons is quite a bit behind this little John Deere. Stop it right here. Let's open this door up. You can see we've got the pellets from yesterday sitting right there. See if we can load beside that or in that same bin even is fine. Just to keep them out of the way, out of the rain in case it does happen to come down. I haven't checked. See how our maple or our molasses and our water is doing in the pellet maker. Actually, that's something I should double check on, but we're okay for now. Right, straight back. Come on, straight back. Nice. Handle it. Didn't even hit anything. Best driver in Farm Sim, barely. All right, right there. Get it right back in. Open it up, and we'll drop all these here, guys. Excellent. Come on, go forward. Go forward now. Nice and slow. Come on out of there. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Excellent. Decent amount of pellets. All right. Let's go load this thing back on up. Back her on in. And let's see if we can get more of those pellets. How many of those pellets are we going to get in there? That's, I don't know what the bin size is off the top of my head. It can't be, this bin is definitely bigger than what's in the trailer. Leave that there. And back to work we go. Let's take a quick look as that dumps on in. We'll go see how much we lose out of that. We got a couple seconds to wait here anyways while those bales load themselves. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Is this not on? Oh, it's not on. Let me turn this back on. There we go. Get that running. Up on up, we'll take a walk. Everything's coming through. Pellets are going back in, and that trailer is already, oh man, that trailer's almost probably half full, 3/4 full already. Nice. This is looking good. We'll take a look inside, see how many what do we got for molasses left over. We're down to the last 17% of water, 31% molasses. We're still doing okay. We should have enough, I think, to get through everything. Up on the roof here. Cool. I think we should have enough to get through everything, guys. I think we're okay. Look at that. All right, let's load some more of these bales. Maybe not, actually. There's a lot of bales. What do we got here? 5 times 3, 15 times 4, 45 bales right here. That's still a lot of bales. That's still a lot of bales. All right, let me keep on loading them up. All right, guys, so we've ran out of water already on that pellet maker. Just running up to the shop quickly. Grabbed our Chev, and we've got molasses in the back, and I think I've blown a spring. This thing is bouncing all over the place. Look at this. This is ridiculous. All right, let's pull on in. See how she's doing. Should be almost, it'll be almost wrapped up. I threw one more pallet in there, or bale in there before we left. But yeah, I don't see it working away right now. Pull on in beside here. We'll see if we can get some molasses back in this thing. And we still have molasses left over. That's surprising to me. I thought for sure that that would end that whole crate, but we still have. What do we got in there? 17 liters, is that what I see? Oh, 85 liters. We still got a lot. That's crazy. Let's fire this thing back up. Get back to work. I don't have time for this. We ain't got time for this. Let's go. We got a bale. Oh man, I still got bales still sitting there. That's hilarious. Oh well, let's grab this. Yes, we had to move the water, or we had to go get some water for it, so I had to disconnect everything. It was a bit of a pain because you have to disconnect everything, reset everything. If I had a water trailer, that probably would have been a lot easier, but I don't have that. Maybe one of those ICBM tanks, that might be a good idea to purchase, just so we can move some water around. And when we've got everything set up, you don't need to move things then, right? Maybe. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. Grab that. Sit her right down there. Excellent. All right. Keep on working away. We've got lots of bales still to grab. You can see. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a lot of bales. All right. We're just waiting on the very last bale here to come through. Everything's done. That's the last of it, guys. That's 45. Well, we have 45 bales there. Plus, I don't even know how many we did before. But the trailer's almost full again. Again, we're almost full. It's so good. It's almost going to be perfect, to be honest. Just I bet you we're 90% full. So we're going to go actually take some out of our warehouse. We got the crane in there. We can load the rest of it up. That's it. And that's all. All right, we can shut this thing down. She's done. Nice work. Oh, wrong tracker, wrong tracker. Get the right door here. Go on this side. Shut that off. All right, let's go for a quick drive. Head on over to our warehouse, and we'll see if we can fill this thing right on up, shall we? Open the front door. Just drive right on through. And yeah, we got the crane inside, which was kind of nice to have in here. Since I don't have a scoop shovel down here proper for the telehandler or anything right now, I thought I did. But we'll just use the crane. That's totally fine. Let's see, you know what? What'll be easiest? If we line this up, like we're backed in almost. That'll probably be the best route. And I only have to move it down one axis. I don't have to go back and forth. I can just go grab and drop. Now, we don't need a whole bunch in here. We only need, what do you got? It's 90% full already. Jump over here. Let's get our crane controls. There we go. Let's see here. That looks a little bit better. Cool. Drop this in. And drop. Oh, wrong bin, wrong bin, wrong bin. There we go. Drop that. Grab this one. There we go. We got some pellets. And now we just have one axis to go back and forth on. That's going to make life a little bit easier in the long run, I think. And it's a fairly short run back and forth because it's not exactly the quickest maneuver, as you guys can see. And once you figure out what the controls are, you should be able to do this relatively quick. We'll see how much this takes. It shouldn't take too much. Like I said, she was pretty much full from the get-go there. But we got a lot of pellets in here. I'm actually kind of pleasantly surprised at the amount we've picked up. Why aren't you lifting up? Lift, left. Oh, it's trying to, but it doesn't want to grab up there. Looks like we're getting pretty full, I think. Yeah, we're full. We even got the hovering we got the hovering pellets going on there. Nice. All right, let's drop this back in here. And cool, we can shut this back off. Excellent. All right, we got a full bin. We got a sell point right across the street, so I'm not even going to worry about taking it. We're just going to put this on our hazards on, and we should be good now. Let's go. So we do have two different sell points here in the county. The one is right here, and this is like the lumber mill as well. So you must use the pellets for various other options, I guess, down here. And then we also have the one up in town. So we got wood chips here as well as pellets they want. You can actually buy wood chips here as well, which is kind of nice. All right, let's drop these off. See what we get for money. Nice. Right here. There we go. Hey, pellets. And go. All right. Looks good. First sale. We got a ton. I bet you I have about 4 bins we can put in there. Hey, 5 bins worth of pellets. We got quite a bit, guys. So it's a decent little payday. I'm hoping it at least pays for the telehandler. It's not going to pay to purchase out 30 grand. That's actually not bad. 30 grand. We got like 150 grand probably then sitting there. That's actually fantastic. All right, perfect. So 30 grand a pop. It's not going to pay for the pellet machine itself. The pellet machine is expensive at almost 400 grand, but telehandler going to pay for that right away. No problem. We're going to have actually extra for that. So even one harvest is going to be profitable as far as that goes. But that pellet machine, guys, we got to figure out. We got to do a lot more pellets to pay for that. Anyways, that's going to do it for us here today from Clover Creek. If you guys enjoyed today's video, as always, I hope you guys are staying safe out there and have a great weekend if you're watching this on the week of release. Other than that, folks, I will catch you next time. From Clover Creek, once again, this is Klutch. Over and out.